Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So today I wanted to do a quick little message based on a question that I received recently on Kundalini Awakening. And really this message is for those that are struggling with what is taking place during their Kundalini Awakening. And if you take a look right now around the world, there are a lot of people that are experiencing spontaneous Kundalini Awakening. Now, just to be clear on what I mean by that is you were not expecting to have this Kundalini awakening. You most likely don't even know what it is, or if you do, you've just, randomly heard of it and now you're experiencing it. Versus possibly those who actually go to some form of a Kundalini awakening teacher and are trying to awaken their Kundalini, right? That's very different than somebody who's just automatically having this experience with Kundalini rising through their system and you're just trying to make sense of all of it. So this can definitely be a very, very confusing time. And one of the questions that will naturally come up for you, and this is why somebody posed this to me, was, can I stop Kundalini? How do I deactivate this from moving? And the simple answer to this is you cannot. As much as you are taking a look at Kundalini rising through your, system as painful, something that is tossing you into confusion, it is a lot to, put up with and could be a lot for you to really go through because, there's a lot that's happening emotionally, physically. There are changes within your body. The fatigue is, driving you absolutely insane with whatever else you have going on in your life, possibly your personal life, marriage, kids, and having a career. It could be a lot to deal with. But if you want to know about whether or not there's anything you can do to really stop Kundalini, which is your life force energy, by the way, and this exists in everybody just the same way. It's just if you are going through this, it's been activated for you. And unfortunately, once Kundalini is activated, it is an, intelligent energy. There is nothing to stop it, right? There's nothing you can do. But as much as you may not like that answer, the good news is there's a lot you can do to help regulate it. There's a lot you can do so that her rising, Kundalini's rising, also known as, Shakti Ma in Hinduism, you can really do a lot to regulate that process, make it smoother for yourself. The first thing you have to do, though, is change your mindset about what is happening. Because if you are in the mindset of trying to stop this process, getting out of this or, speeding it up and controlling it, you will end up creating resistance for yourself on this journey. You are not crazy to be going through this process. You are not broken. And please do not see this as punishment. Your body is intelligent. It knows what it needs to do to really get you through this. You need to really pay attention to those signs, that intuition, and not toss yourself towards more confusion and, overwhelm yourself with the thought of how do I stop this? I didn't do anything to deserve this and all of that. So the more you can get out of that mindset and shift towards how can I help myself on this journey, that will be best for you to really move forward with this very smoothly. One of the key things you really want to understand about Kundalini is that it really does awaken when you are ready. So if this has happened to you, whether you were caught off guard or not, your system, your body, there's something within you that is ready to go through this awakening process, and that's why it's taking place. Now, it does, it's really here to liberate you. This whole awakening journey is there to liberate you, and it's not meant to hurt you. Yes, it can be painful physically, emotionally, and, it really takes a toll on you in trying to get through your life, and you also don't know how long it might take. But ultimately, whether it takes a year, 2 years, maybe a couple of years for you to really go through this process, it is here for your betterment and it is here to liberate you. Now, I do have a lot of other videos on Kundalini Awakenings that you may be interested in watching. Once you really surrender to the process, it does become easier. But what you do also want to understand is that your body will not really awaken faster or more than what you can actually really take in. As extreme as it may seem, there is a method to this madness, and really your body and your nervous system need to go through certain upgrades, and the blockages need to be cleared, which can take some time, which is why this integration process, and we don't really know how long it could take for each individual, right? It will depend on your personal blockages. And really, if you are, surrendering to the process, it is much smoother and can be faster. So just understand you are not losing control, but your body is restructuring. This is a spiritual journey, so the more you know and educate yourself, it will help you through the process. And your nervous system is also recalibrating at the same time. So there's a lot to take in, a lot to understand, but once you do, it really helps you get through this journey. You don't need to stop Kundalini from rising. You just need to learn how to really anchor it in. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this was helpful. God bless.